Hey, this is Fred Lam, and listen, there's a huge announcement that has been made by Google. And as a matter of fact, in your Google Ads account, you may have this access already, and it is going to completely change the way for any businesses to generate leads online. As we all know, Facebook has released something called Facebook Lead Ad a couple years ago. And inside my YouTube channel, there's a complete video training step-by-step on how you do this. Well, guess what? Finally, Google is joining the party. They have now released lead ads for businesses. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through step-by-step on how to set up your first Google lead ads with your business. And most importantly, you're going to actually see over my shoulder on how to create your first Google lead ad campaign. And before we actually get into it, be sure to click the subscribe button right below and click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new tutorial, you are going to get notified right away. So without waiting further ado, let's dive right into our tutorial today on how you can create your first Google lead ads. Let's jump to our screen right now. Now, before I begin, let me tell you, right down in the video description right below, you will actually see a link to a written version of the step-by-step guide on creating your very own Google lead ad. Now, that being said, let's really dive right in. Here's what you're going to learn inside this video training. First of all, what is this new Google lead ad that everyone is talking about? And how does Google lead ad actually work? And what you need to get started with Google lead ads. Then I'm even going to show you a complete demo, and you are going to watch over my shoulder, like I mentioned earlier, to see me build your first Google lead ad. And last but not least, I'm even going to share with you how to automate your leads without wasting your lead. Now, first of all, what is Google Lead Ads? Well, Google Lead Ad is a simple way to capture prospects' information within Google search result page and without you using a landing page. It is a new way for any businesses to generate leads. And as we all know, the more leads you generate, the more money you are going to make. And this is a complete game changer for advertisers on Google. Most because Google search hates email harvesting. They hate people creating an opt-in page or to simply have the sole purpose of just capturing prospects' information. But now, because they have released Google Lead Ads, it is going to now allow you to simply capture prospects' information right on Google search. And as a matter of fact, we believe that you are going to get higher quality leads and a much lower cost per lead for your business. Now, how does Google Lead Ad really work? Well, your Google search ad will now display an additional section right under your ad. And users can simply open up the form within Google to submit their information to you. So here's how it looks like. First of all, when someone search on the specific search query that you are bidding on within Google Ads, your ad will show up like this. And as you can see right at the bottom of the ad, it will say book now, schedule a free demo now. And when the user click on schedule a free demo now, within Google, it will pop up this form over here where you can totally customize the entire process. Once your user submits their information in, they will be brought into something called the submission screen, which then you can send them back to your website. Now, who should use Google Lead Ads? Well, if you have the following business: affiliate marketing, digital publishing, if you are a real estate agent or a mortgage broker that want more leads, if you're selling high-end luxury products such as automotive, yacht, or anything that you need leads to really build a relationship and to meet that person to close them on a deal, obviously Google Lead Ads is going to really help you. If you also own local service business, for example, dentistry, lawyers, spas, gym, chiropractor, any local service providers should start using Google Lead Ads. And in all honesty, any person or any business that really wants more lead should be using Google Lead Ads. Now, before we dive right into what you need to get started and how to do this, please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video on tutorials and walkthroughs on how you can generate more leads, generate more sales, or learn how to build an online business to make more money, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel right now and click that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you are going to get notified instantly by Google. Now, that being said, well, what do you need to get started? Well, first of all, you must have the following before creating your campaign. First of all, pretty self-explanatory, you need a Google Ads account. Number two, you need your lead magnet. So you need to identify what is it that you are giving to convince the prospect to give you their information. So let's say that if you own a law firm and you specialize in business creation or whatever, then you can say, hey, get a free 30-minute consultation with one of our legal advisor, right? That is going to be a really enticing offer for anyone that is interested in finding a corporate lawyer to simply opt in because they're getting free consultation. So you got to remember, like, what are you giving away to really attract the prospects and convince them to give you their contact information. Then you also need a privacy policy URL because ultimately, at the end of the day, Google is sending you privacy information of your user. You also need an offer page on the submission message. So you want to basically, once they opt in, you need to then continue the customer journey to get them somewhere. So if we use back the 30-minute consultation, legal consultation as an example, you can basically say, here are 7 quick advice on building your first business before you get on the call, right? So that you give them all the advice first so that they're really maximizing the 30 minutes with you. And last but not least, you must have LeadsTunnel as a CRM or to automate the entire process. And I'll explain this in just a minute. But that being said, once you have all these in place, all you got to do is to simply create your Google lead ad. So I'm going to jump to my browser right now to show you how to set up your Google lead ad and where you got to click to create your Google lead ad. So we're now inside one of my ad account right now. So all we have to do is first, you got to make sure that you go into your search campaigns first. When you're inside your search campaign, then simply go into your campaign, which is by clicking on the campaign name, and where it says ads and extensions, click on that. Then simply go to extensions at the top. Now you are in the extensions part of your Google search ad. Next, you gotta click on the blue button over here, and you'll see lead form extension. Now, again, lead form extension is still in beta at the moment. If your account does not have this lead form extension, make sure you contact Google and request this from them. So next, click on lead form extension, and you'll be brought into this entire screen and process. So in here, you're basically creating 3 parts: the extension itself, the lead form, and also the submission message. So first, we're going to create your extension. So depending on what business you are running, let's say that if you are selling cars, then you can get quote. If you're in insurance, you can actually say get quote. If you are having someone to apply for something, then you can say apply now. So you simply just choose the call to action that obviously makes sense to you. If you're in affiliate marketing or digital publishing, you can use subscribe or download. If you're in e-commerce, you can say get offer, etc., or sign up. Again, choose the correct call to action on exactly what it is that you are convincing your prospects to give you their information. So in our case, we're going to actually say book now, as we want to actually schedule a free call to showcase our demo. So here, call to action, schedule now, and I'll say schedule your free demo call right here, right? Next, you're going to create the form itself. So in the headline, you only have 30 characters, not a lot, so you got to make sure that your hook is right in here. In this case, I will usually elaborate and continue what I said in the extension text in the extension. So I'll say schedule your free demo call, business name, LeadsTunnel, and I'll say learn how LeadsTunnel can streamline and automate your Facebook and Google lead ads without ever losing a single one of them. All right. And then now, when it comes to asking for the information, currently, as I'm recording this, there are just 4 pieces of information that you can ask: name, email, phone, and postal code. So I believe that Google is going to make a big change in the future where you get to ask more questions, and there's also going to be custom fields, etc, etc, etc. But again, this is so brand new as I'm recording this, and it is still in beta. There's only 4 pieces of information that you can ask. Now, you should only ask for information that you absolutely need. So if you're in local business, it makes sense for name, email, and phone number. If you are simply just in affiliate marketing or you are an e-commerce business, maybe just the email is going to be sufficient. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, the less field that you ask, the higher chances you are going to get the lead. Now, if you are in mortgages, right, or if you are in real estate, it may be wise to actually get postal code, right? Pretty obvious. You want to know where about are they looking for a specific house. But in our case, we're just going to go after name, email, and phone number. Next, you got to put in your privacy policy URL. So we're just going to put in www.leadstunnel.com / let me double check. My URL is, privacy-policy. And now you also need a background image. You should choose an image that represents what you're giving away. So I'm just randomly selecting a background image right now. So now you got your lead form completed. The next step is your submission message. So once someone actually submits their information, what's next? So this checkmark and sent by default cannot be changed. The only parts that you can change is the description, the call to action, and the URL. Like I said earlier, you got to remember to continue the customer journey. So let's say, again, if you own a local spa, or if you're a chiropractor, let's use gym. If you're a local gym trainer and you basically just say, hey, get a free 30-minute section with me or whatever, and they put in the information, the next step may be going, meanwhile, check out some of our 5-minute exercises that you can do at home on our website, right? But again, we're doing this because we're preparing them. You want it to actually, because again, for a gym personal trainer, what you're doing is, hey, you're scheduling the 15-minute or 30-minute free section. You still want to build that relationship with them. So what I would do is on the page, on the landing page, this is going to be like a landing page URL, right? You should basically put in a video of yourself teaching them the 5-minute exercise, and then close it off and say, hey, so here's the here's a 5-minute exercise that you can follow today at home to start losing weight. And then on top of that, you're like, after you finish all that tutorial, you can be like, I look forward on seeing you on our next session. You schedule a free one with us. I can't wait to meet you. And again, we'll talk more when I see you to help you achieve the goals that you want to get your perfect body or something, right? By doing that, you are establishing a relationship and continue the next step of the customer journey. You're building authority and trust right away, and also a like factor, so that when you actually meet the prospect, it is going to be so much easier for you to close them. Now, in our case, here's what I'm going to do. Because we're talking about LeadsTunnel right now, I'll say, meanwhile, visit our website below to see a complete guide on how to create your first Google lead ad, step by step. All right, and then all I can do is link it right into my blog URL. So if you guys want to actually get a step-by-step in text format on how to set this all up, it is available on our blog at LeadsTunnel.com or right in the video description right below. So in this case, I'm just going to paste it in here. And now, all you got to do is press save and you are all set. So congratulations on creating your first Google lead ad. Now, however, there is a huge problem though. The way that we created it, a huge problem will arise. Now, what is this huge problem? Well, when you actually get your new lead, when your prospect submits the information, that lead detail is hidden in the mysterious folder inside your Google accounts. And your new lead receives no email or confirmation from you. And if you don't send something immediately to them, maybe an SMS text or an email confirmation, your lead will be worthless. Because nowadays, there's too many noise in the market and there's too many competition, and people running online ads is a lot easier than ever before. So if you don't confirm with them and immediately be in contact with them through different forms of contact method such as email and SMS, then your lead will forget about you, and the hotness of your lead will actually go very, very cold. So in that case, you're really left with one option, which is doing it the hard way. You simply find the hidden folder to download your leads, upload it to your favorite email service provider or CRM, so that each time you upload it, it sends a confirmation to them. And you gotta do it every single time. And this is super time consuming because, to be honest, we're not gonna be in front of the computer 24/7 in a day. And the worst part is that CRMs and email service provider actually hates this. But luckily, we have a solution at LeadsTunnel using our proprietary software. We are one of the ones that has the ability for you to streamline and automate your leads with your Google lead ad. And not just that, with your Facebook lead ad as well. So let me actually show you a quick demo on how to automate the entire process of streamlining and automating your leads with LeadsTunnel. So we're going to go into our browser right now. So again, I purposely didn't press save is because we now go to the advanced delivery option. So what we need to do is simply log into your LeadsTunnel account. Once you're inside the LeadsTunnel account, you simply click on a new campaign and choose Google. Once you've done that, we're going to call it the LTU demo, Google Ads Demo. And the form name, we're going to call it the Google Ads Demo. Next, all we got to do is click on the next button to actually generate these keys. So all you got to do is grab this URL, go back into your Google, put in the webhook URL, and then go into your access key. And please do not share this access key with anyone. Copy this, paste it right in here, and click on Send Test Data. Now, it'll say Test Data has been sent. That means that your setup is correct. You click on Next. And now you can see that it is mapping the email, phone number, email, full name, and phone. And you can actually sync it with whichever autoresponder you actually are wanting or you have set up to. And you can also simply add in multiple CRMs if you want. After this is all done, select the CRM list, select the email list or autoresponder that you want, and click on add. So now the second that your Google lead ad has gotten the information of the lead, of your prospect, name or phone number, it will just push it right into your account. And all you gotta do is click on add, and you are all set. And like I said, you can add in multiple CRMs of your choice as well. And if you don't find your CRM or email service provider right inside LeadsTunnel, definitely contact the team and they will make sure this is all handled for you. So now again, that said, all this is automated and streamlined for you, and there's a lot of amazing development that's coming up for LeadsTunnel that will help you continue to nurture your lead. So remember, right now, we're giving you a free 7-day trial at LeadsTunnel. And if you are using Google Lead Ads for your business, which you should, and you should be ahead of the game, because the less people using it, and since that it is so new, rarely anyone is using it, your cost per lead will be so much less than anyone else. So seriously, start diving into the training. Go ahead and start building your first Google lead ad campaign. And then right down below, there is a link where you can actually get your LeadsTunnel account for free for 7 days, and also a link to the text version of how to create your Google lead ad. Now, I hope that this entire tutorial helps you out, and I would ask you to actually save this video. Make sure that each time you go through and create your Google lead ad, to make sure that you simply follow the training. All you have to do is simply follow this training and make sure that you automate the entire process. The automation is key. You gotta keep your leads hot, and you don't want to let it go cold. If it does, then chances are for you to close that deal, it's going to be far less chance. So that's why we created LeadsTunnel for you, to make sure that you automate the entire process. And with LeadsTunnel, we are one of the only ones that is integrated with Google Lead Ad, so that you can simply have a CRM system, or also push those information directly to your favorite email service provider or CRM system. So other than that, listen, go back and watch this video back again when you're creating your Google lead ad. And here's the big tip for you. If you do not see your Google lead ad extension in your Google account, make sure you give Google a call, and they can give you access right into the Google lead ad. This is going to completely change the lead generation industry, and this is an opportunity that rarely anyone is using right now. So go ahead, do it right now, and I look forward on seeing you right in my next tutorial. But before we do so, make sure you click on the subscribe button, click on that notification bell once you've done so, so that each time I release a brand new tutorial, you're going to get instantly notified before anyone else does. Seriously, do it right now, and I look forward on seeing you in my next video.